What's up, YouTube? Back at you with another video. Today we're gonna have a look at the way I feed my iguana rocket. And go over some of the things I feed him and just show you how I prepare his meal and some of the things I do for him every morning to start his day off. And as you can see right now, his food bowl is empty. Looks like he had a long night, so he ate all his leftovers. See how he looking this morning. Feeling good today, Rocket? This is the problem we have, so right now, we're gonna go fix that. We'll be right back. Okay, so I just got back from the grocery store. Went and made groceries for Rocket. So since this was actually my first video of actually showing the process of what I do for his food and what he eats, then I just decided to go with his base meal. This is like the basis of what he eats, then I just build around that. Every so often I switch up the vegetables that I'm going to show you, but the leafy greens basically stay the same, and I'll start showing that now. First up, we have turnip greens. See that? Leafy turnip greens. That's one of his three major greens. That's the first one. Yeah, turnip greens. Next up, out of the second of the three greens is mustard greens. Good leafy greens. So finally, out of the greens, these to me probably are his favorite. So I stock up double on these. This is what he get the most of, and these are collard greens. They're organic too. I like to get the organic collard greens because they don't have the regular ones. The stalks of them are real thick, and I like to feed him some of the stalks, but those be too thick. So I always get the organic. Like I mentioned in the intro video, I get the butternut squash, and it's kind of hard to cut, so I always get they got it, it's like noodles, so it's already spiraled. It breaks down pretty good. It's easy for him to eat, and yeah, this is definitely a staple in his diet and one of his favorite treats. Then as far as the fruit, I get the small chunks of mangoes, because this is another one that's kind of hard to cut when it's fresh. So I get these fruit slices, well, the small chunks, and then I just cut them into slices, as you'll see in the final product of the meal how that turns out. But yeah, and one last thing is just a red bell pepper. No, it's not spicy, so it just adds a little coloration to your food. And you'll see too, like if you got an Iggy, a lot of times when you first get your Iggy, sometimes they be in a little state of shock, so they don't like to eat. But if that's the case, try some food with like a little color to it, like for instance this bell pepper or the mangoes. The bright colors lets them know, okay, I may be in shock, but it's looking a little too good to turn down. So yeah, the bright colors always good. That's about it. So what I'm gonna do now is go ahead and prepare a meal, and then yeah, be back with you. This is Rocket growing impatient. He see me over there making his food, and he does this every morning. Like normally I would let him out, which I'm gonna do in a few minutes. I just wanted to show how he anticipates and knows when his food is being made. They come to get used to the routine, and he knows I'm over there making his food. So yeah, let me get back to that. I just had to stop and catch that real quick. Okay, here we go in the kitchen. So what I like to start off with is the collard greens, and make that the base. Just break them off. Like I say, I leave some of the stems. I heard that a lot of the nutrients are in the stem, as long as it's not too big of a stem. And even with the small stems, I break them down a little bit just so it won't be too much. I normally give him about 2 to 3 collard leaves to Today we'll go with 2 big stems like this. I'll just give them a little bit of it, just for you know, then I'll throw the rest away. What I like to do too is to keep these fresh. Each green has its own little bowl, and it has a top that vent to allow the humidity to get in it to keep them fresh for as long as possible. So yeah, you might want to invest in one of those. Then we have the turnips. The same with that. With the turnips, if I did 2 on the collard greens, I would just give him 1 turnip leaf, depending on how it's a nice size leaf. Break up a little bit. I found it too that he liked the turnip and the mustard stems better than the collard stems for some reason. So yeah, we'll go with 1 turnip leaf. And again, I have another food saver, fresh vent for the turnips, and I fold them to keep the stem on them. I found they stay fresher longer with the stem attached. Finally, we have the mustards. And another thing I like to do too, if some of the mustard or some of the any greens, if you have one that's turning yellow or don't look like it's going bad, I'll give them that one first, just so it won't rot and spoil a bunch. Better than that, let me get the whole leaf of that. And as he got to his size he is, I don't do a lot of the breaking up. I let him break him himself, just kind of keep him in touch with nature, because we'd have to do it himself if he was in nature. Saved me a lot of time once he grew out the stage where I had to sit and chop. And I know some of you guys with smaller iguanas right now are going through that. Trust me, I know the struggle. Okay, so we got all the greens out the way. Next, go ahead and chop a bell pepper. Give them, not too big of a piece, something like this. And this I would actually chop just, to spread it out. Take that and I'll just put different pieces. And go with the butternut squash. And with this, I don't give him too much, because he would love to prefer just to eat this. I just get a good pinch, spread it out in there, and yeah. And then finally, we get the mango. Since this is kind of tough, I chop it up. I don't like to give him too much fruit, because it's another one of those things that he would prefer to eat all of and not eat his greens. Kind of like kids, if it's something real sweet or got a different taste, they prefer to binge on that instead of the actual healthy stuff. So yeah, we got all of that out the way. And to top this all off, I go with the calcium. I use the Repti calcium. You can see that. Put that in there. The light's kind of shining on it, but it's called Repti calcium. I just sprinkle a nice little bit over his food, and I do this like every other day. Sometimes I do it twice a week. Don't want to give him too much and not too little. And yeah, that's basically it. So take this off the tripod, get a close up of that. Nice healthy iguana meal. It's actually, it looks kind of tempting, like something I would like. And yeah, we're gonna go see if Rocket approves, and we'll be back. Taking the meal to see if his Rocket approved. Hope he likes it. You can see he always kind of looks down at Another thing I always do is always give him a mist. Have a auto mister on his cage. I still like to give him a nice spray of water, humidity. It always tends to get his metabolism flowing. Plus he likes it, it helps him with shedding and everything. You have a big tank, so a lot of you guys probably don't use that much. It's quite a big tank, so I like to kind of get it humid. Even spray a little bit over his food just to emulate dew and nature. So we'll sit back and see if he comes out to eat. Give him the look of approval. He's looking. Any day now. You really don't like the camera. Only would have been ran down and ate. So what I'll do is step back with the camera and let him start indulging. Once he starts indulging, then he don't care what's around. So we'll be back. He's coming down, taking the walk of fame. And yeah. Oh, he's skipping lunch today, huh? Okay. Let's get in a little closer. So he likes to go for the mangoes first. Actually turns around. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, there you go. Say cheese. Alright. No, you don't like being interrupted while you're eating. Try to get in there. Okay. He's giving me that look like I'm trying to eat here. I'll let him get back to his food. And until next time, peace. Wait, I had to get this. Look how his leg is. He don't want to let the branch go. So he just eating through his leg.